Hi everyone. So my presentation is called Liberate Female Sexuality. Okay, so human sexuality refers to how people experience and express themselves in a sexual manner. Oftentimes, acting in this way is perceived as shameful, especially towards women. Women are disproportionately shamed by a landslide. While shame happens to both men and women, this presentation will focus on why women should have the right to freely engage in sexual activity without judgment. Ethical theories that will support this include ethical relativism, psychological egoism, and Aristotle's theory on the human purpose. According to Anil Najaraj in the Indian Journal of Psychiatry, when it comes to the female sexuality, many cultures and religions, especially in developing worlds, impose social restrictions. This ongoing restriction for ages has evolved a strong negativity among women regarding sex. Ethical relativism is viewed as an attitude of tolerance and as an antidote to the efforts of cultures who tried their best to impose their set of moral rules on other cultures. This ethical theory allows people to understand that cultures may have different beliefs when it comes to sex. While this act is not accepted in some cultures, it is not that case everywhere. If people were able to apply this theory, then they could have a tolerance for women who decide to use their sexuality, which is important in ending the negative stigma towards female sexuality. Ethical relativism does not ask people to adapt others' cultures' behaviors, but simply understand that these acts are viewed differently among cultures to limit judgment. Psychological egoism is the idea that people are always motivated by what is perceived to be in their own self-interest. This idea supports liberating sexuality because while women are engaging in these acts, they are simply complying with psychological egoism. They are acting self-interested in the sense that they are pleasing themselves. It is an archaic belief that sexual acts are only to procreate. Women should have the right to have sex without needing to raise a child after the fact. Sex should be viewed as a pleasurable experience, not a business encounter. This ties into Aristotle's idea of the human purpose. He says that each limb and organ of the body has a purpose. The female genitalia includes the clitoris, which sole purpose is being responsible for feelings of sexual pleasure and reaching orgasm. If sex was only about procreating, then why does the female anatomy include an organ that only function is for pleasure? The film Let the Sun Shine In is a wonderful story that portrays a positive view on female sexuality. The woman in the movie engages in casual sex and is shown to be living her best life. The audience sees how sexual experiences makes her soul shine. All women should have this opportunity if that's what they want to choose for themselves. It is important that society lose the stigma about female sexuality because women should have the right to be sexual without being shamed. According to Ingrid D. Thrall, shaming of girls and women have been found to correlate with eating disorders, depression, and sexual dysfunction. This needs to change, and it is important women are protected from these effects. If these effects are not enough to make someone understand why shaming sexual activity needs to stop, then hopefully the proposed ethical theories help them understand. Let's stop slut shaming and let women live their lives.